Hey guys, welcome back to Cute Claws with Kelly. Today's video is going to be birthday nails on my daughter. So her birthday's in July. She is turning 13. I now have a teenager on my hands, my little diva here. And she wanted to go with some fancier nails for her birthday. Oh, before I get into that, I just want to show you her natural nails here are just so strong and gorgeous. I am totally in love and super jelly because my nails naturally just aren't as strong as hers. So she does not get this from me. But I just wanted to show you guys that she's had dip on since February of this year. And it is not making her nails weaker at all. So I know that there's some myths out there that, you know, with putting dip on your nails all the time makes your nails weak and brittle and all that kind of stuff, and it's just not true. A lot of times I find that is just, you know, your nail. Maybe your nail is thinner and brittle or just on its own, like mine. Anyway, this is the color that I mixed up for her. I used 2 colors from my collection, which I'll show you here, but this is a ring that she had that we're taking inspiration from, and this happens to be a ruby, which is her birthstone for July, so that's what she picked and wanted. So I went with this Rossi Danger color, but it was just a little bit too like bright, you know, fire engine red, and so I thought, well, I'll mix it a little bit with this Beauty Mark from New Revolution, and it worked out perfectly. So I think I put like, I don't think it was quite half and half. I think it was just a little more red and a little less purple. But anyway, this is what we kind of came up with, and I think it matched the ring perfectly. So we're going to be putting this on all of her nails. We're going to do a couple of accent nails with the 24 karat from IGel Beauty, which is like a gold flake that sits in like a clear powder. So we'll slap that on a couple of accent nails for her near the end. So just going to get right into the, you know, general application here, just dehydrating her nails. I had already prepped them, so push back her cuticles, file her nails just to get the general shape down. And then I went in with my buffer just to buff the tops of her nails, just to remove any shine so the product would adhere correctly. And then finally, we just did the primer from Rossi that I always use. So gonna do a clear dip on the bottom just to give her nail a little bit more strength since her nails are longer. Going in with my triple vitamin base, and I wanted to just cover the whole nail plate. I know that I, you know, could do 2 dips in clear, where I would do 1 dip that's just, you know, 3/4 dip to build the apex and stuff, but I decided not to do that. It's just was a preference thing. I knew I was going to be adding, you know, a total of 4 dips for her, and that would be 5 dips with the 2 accent nails that have the 24 karat gold flake on there. So I just was trying to keep the layers down, but you know, that's a preference thing. If you guys find that with your longer nails you want to build the apex and do that 3/4 dip, then I definitely recommend you do that. I do think that it works. So anyway, gonna just, you know, let you guys watch. I'll come back later if I have something to add, and you know, just enjoy me getting the dip application on there for her. Right, so now that I've got the red color on, or should I say the ruby color on all of the nails, I am going to leave the two, her pointer and her middle as the accent, but I am going to go ahead and clear cap and activate the flat color that we're not going to put the gold flake on top of. Just again, every time I'm using glitter or gold or flakes, I should say, I want to make sure that I don't cross-contaminate my nails, especially the flat nails. So I'm going to go ahead and get those ones finished up just so that they're protected and safe from any of the gold flake getting on those ones. So I'm going to let you guys watch me get these ones all finished up and activated, and then you'll see me bring out the IGel Beauty. And I just also have to say that I am loving this ruby red color on her. It came out so good. I usually, when I do mixology, I will usually swatch it out just to see how it looks before I, finalize it. That way it gives me a chance if I need to do a little bit more mixing, I can. But next to her, tanner skin, tanner than mine anyway, I think the red color just looks so classic. It just is beautiful. So hope you guys are enjoying it as much as me. I will shush and let you guys watch, and I'll pop back in a little later. So you can see that the gold flake there is, just that. It's gold flakes, and it's sitting in like a clear dip powder. And so I actually find that the best way to apply this, since it's sort of like a really chunky glitter, is to turn the hand upside down and lay her finger into it that way. And since the jar is pretty full, it worked out just fine. If it wasn't quite as full, I probably would recommend, pouring it out into like a cupcake liner, or if you have like a French dip tray or something like that, just so that you can turn the finger upside down and lay it in there. And it just kind of helps, the thick glitters, or I should say chunky glitters, or these flakes kind of stick to the nail a little bit better. And then in my case with her, I had a couple spots where I felt like it wasn't as gold as I wanted it to be. So I just went in with, a little spot touch of the base. And then I had her like dip back in just to cover up those spots. So I then follow this up with a clear coat as well, which I highly recommend whenever you're doing the chunky glitters or these flakes, because you don't want to risk filing that off. And so I did a pretty thick layer of the base when I did the clear coat, just so that I knew that I had like a lot of wiggle room in terms of when I would go in with the file. So I'll let you guys finish up watching here, and then I'll come back after we're all filed up and ready to do some top coat. just wanted to pop in real quick and just let you guys know that, you know, the other reason for doing the clear coat, especially on these gold flakes here, is that you can kind of see when I was putting the base on that some of that stuff is sticking up a little bit. And you also saw me when after I had dipped her nails in the gold flake, I kind of used my finger to like push it down. But the clear on top is going to even out that kind of rough and bumpy like texture surface that you get from going into a flake or a chunky glitter, that kind of stuff. And then a tech tip is when you're pushing it down, sometimes you'll see me dip my finger into the powder before I start pushing it down on her nail, and that's just so that if it is a little tacky from the base, like the glue, it's not going to stick to my finger because I have a little bit of that powder on my finger. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that is a good trick for making sure that this stuff doesn't stick to your skin. I've also seen it done where, you know, people use like a Ziploc bag and they'll stick their finger in the Ziploc bag and then they'll use that to kind of push down on it. But I find that just, you know, quick dip into the powder with my finger and then on top works just as well. So I just wanted to point that out. I'll come back in a little bit. Okay, so top coat time, got her all filed up. I go in with the hand file on her free edge and the side walls, and then I go over the top of the nail as well as, you know, right up to the cuticle line with the drill, the E-file. So I did get some requests to show you guys my filing routine, so I will have a video for that coming up soon. I haven't yet filmed it, and I don't know exactly when it'll upload, but I did get that request, so I'm definitely going to have a video for that coming soon. But I am going in with my favorite Modelones gel top coat. I always use gel, not a fan of the dip liquids. So just gonna, you know, not buff the nail. I just leave it rough from filing, and then I'm gonna go in with the top coat. You can use a gel base coat before you use the top coat if you want to. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I'm doing and, you know, if I feel like I need it. But with all the gel polish products, you do need to cure them in the lamp, the LED UV lamp, for at least 60 seconds. Otherwise, this stuff will never dry. So that's kind of the nice thing when working with the gel polish, is you can really take your time because it's not going to dry until you put it in the light. So just putting that on, slapping that on here, it's just really bringing out this red ruby color as well as the gold accent nails. I'm loving this look for her, her birthday nails, as she called them, and I think that's exactly what they are. They're very elegant, very festive, and just extra because that's what my little teenage diva is. She's always extra, and I love her for it. So I will let you guys watch a little bit, and I'll pop back in when I'm doing the cuticle Candi, the Candi skincare stuff. Okay, so here we go, just a little dab of the cuticle candy on each of her nails, rub that in, and then my new method is always to follow this up with some of the hand cream, with a little bit of the cuticle oil mixed in with the hand cream. It's something I started doing. I didn't always do it, but now I do it just, it's just part of my routine because, our hands just get so dry after being exposed to all the dust and everything. So just I feel like it just brings the hands back to life. And again, this is something that they used to do at the salon that I went to ages ago, as they had a lotion that they mixed with their cuticle oil. And so that's where I got the idea from. And it just works marvelously. And this is, the finished look for her. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're looking for something a little more fancy, maybe this is an idea for you. But yeah, I had a good time making the video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks so much for watching and for your support. I'll catch you next time. Bye.